Haruko Kanawa was introduced to Cyberpunk 2020 via the Land of the Free campaign, which I consider to be one of the best source books published by Artel Soaring Games. It was written by William Moss with additional material from Michael MacDonald and Lisa Pondsmith, where the players are tasked with transporting a scientist's daughter, a clone called Edgerunner, from New York to Night City. One of the main antagonists during this plot was Seiji Okano, calculating, smooth and ruthless. He was the epitome of a cyberpunk corp with his own agenda. He was so ambitious he wanted to overthrow his own employer, Saburo Arasaka. Haruko Kanawa was introduced as Okano's chief enforcer, a skilled and ruthless solo in a true corporate ninja style. She was privy to Okano's plans of an Arasaka coup, and she was counting on being made chief of his security and corporate army if the plan succeeded. Kanawa is described as gorgeous, wearing a black leather bodysuit and gun belt. She is a cross between a leather fantasy and an SS nightmare. Despite being a highly skilled solo, Kanawa preferred using her cool and intelligence to achieve her goals, rather than brute force. She also had some very impressive stats, making her one of the deadliest solos in the game. Inevitably, Seiji Okano's machinations would fail, but Kanawa managed to avoid disgrace after the clone debacle, and she was spared the fate of her late boss. During the Fourth Corporate War between Arasaka and Militech, Kanawa, respected as an excellent agent and samurai, was reassigned as a covert ops team leader. Loyal and thorough, she preferred to handle matters from a distance if possible, but still led her troops into battle personally if need be, and completed many assassinations. Physically, she is described as tall, buxom, and classically cool-mannered, with short black hair and brown eyes. Haruko's final appearance would come during the assault of the Arasaka Towers at the end of the Fourth Corporate War, where she would set up an ambush in the command center to take down Militech's Team Beta. Team Alpha was Johnny Silverhands, Team Omega was Morgan Blackhand, and Team Beta was composed of freelancers, aka the player characters. Haruko's fate remains unknown after this encounter, as she is not mentioned again, and neither am I aware of Mike Pondsmith referring to her since. She does possess the ability to survive the Team Beta encounter and the means to escape the towers before the nuke was detonated, but whether she was popular enough to warrant returning in the Time of the Red or 2077 remains to be seen. Haruko was one of my favourite characters during my time playing 2020, as she is highly reminiscent of Motoko Kusanagi in my eyes, but it is difficult to comment as to whether she had any notable popularity in the player base. Kanawa's lack of interaction with household names such as Johnny Silverhand, Adam Smasher, or Morgan Blackhand casts doubt on a possible return. Thank you for chipping in.